Good morning. Good morning, TV. How you doing, Chief? Good morning, Wyverex. Doing no bad, TV. Thank you for asking. How's things with you? Lotion, yep. Hey, Rufus, good day. Hey, Star. Found out yesterday I'm a total noob, but I found you and your party member last night. Last night? Oh, Gladius. That was you and the Gladius dude. Right. Yeah, I was memeing around in the Prowler and the A2. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, dude. Those ships, like the A2, is a complete meme. It needs to be massively addressed. It puts the lotion on skin. Yeah, I use an alcohol gel that has like it's like good for your hands to keep them nice and soft. Yeah, it was really fun, dude. Yeah. I wouldn't like again. I wouldn't worry when like if you're fighting people and you're like, oh, I feel like a total noob. It's just practice, dude. Again, the game is so janky right now. I would never take any PvP that seriously right now. The moment they put in the new flight model, even people like Avenger 1 and all the other really top pilots will still be getting knocked back on it as well. One day I kill you. There's a big list. There's a big list, so good luck. Alright, let's do it, chap. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, no, fuck. It's the afternoon. My bad. It's the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to you. Welcome in. My name is Michael, the Dark Lawrence, and welcome to another episode of The Darkness here on Twitch. It is Monday, chat. 22nd of August. Day 96 in a row. Crazy biscuits. Hope you've all had a good weekend. Tomorrow and Wednesday, I'm probably going to be doing night shows instead. purely because I've got some stuff to do during the days. So yeah. Morning for me, so half right. Nice. Dutsky, welcome in. Rebel. Morning for you, Rebel. Nice. TV, good day. Joe, Star, welcome in everyone. Rufus, YverX. Hope you're all doing well. So yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, we're probably going to be doing evening shows. Purely because I've got stuff to do during the day. And I just don't think I'll make the afternoon show if I've got it timed and stuff. From Brazil! Welcome in. How you doing today, Chief? So yeah, we'll be doing later shows. Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday will probably be normal time, I would imagine, right now. But yeah, tomorrow will be evening ones. So yeah. Hope you're all well, though. Hope you're all well. Like just drifting into the hope for the free A team. Some be up soon. You're in Australia, aren't you again, TV? Awesome stuff, though. Just checking to see if we got any videos. So last night, I finally caught up with the final Marvel movie that I had to watch, which painfully was The Eternals. God, that was a hard movie to go through. Like, oh my God, that was very, very difficult. But I finally caught up with all the Marvel movies. Now just the next ones to come out is all that I need. Ooh. I love when they brought out the trailers for Marvel and they've got all the actors and actresses, whatever, going, oh, this is going to change everything. I was like, when I watched the movie, I was like, oh, this is such bad acting. Really bad acting. Crazy stuff. Hey, morning. No, I've not watched any of the series yet. So I've not watched, yeah, I've watched none of them yet. I to be honest, I don't know if I can be bothered to watching the series, you know. It'll be probably leaving out a few things, but yeah. Makes up for Eternal? Right. Does it fill in any of the spots from like the movies and stuff, Loki? What about like I guess I don't really need to see what's it with what's her name? The one about Scarlet Witch. I don't really need to see that. Yeah, Donkey is, yeah. With the two dudes from Game of Thrones and stuff like that. It's just like fuck me, man. The acting is dreadful. The story is dreadful in that movie. Hey, Pedro. Welcome in. Hey, Miss Hell. Good day. It sets up for the future. All right, okay. I'll try and watch that then. But I'm not watching like. I'm trying to work out if I want to watch She-Hulk. If it has anything, you know what I mean, like if it follows in with any of the story, you know. No, we're talking about, I painfully had to watch Eternals to finish off catching up all the movies of Marvel. I like Marvel movies. But, you know what I mean? Unless it's like Avengers or something like that, I don't really like these spin-off side, you know, ones. So I left Eternals for the very last one. And it was painful, dude. It was so painful. You know, like Morbius is one of my favorite characters, and it was an absolute shit show. And then like the latest Spider-Man and stuff, it's like kind of cool. Doctor Strange was pretty cool, the latest one. And I'm kind of like for me, I'm more interested for the Black Panther movie, you know. And I've not watched Thor yet. Because to be honest, like after Ragnarok, I was kind of like, meh, you know. Venom, again, it's the problem with Venom is it's not really, you know, going off the original kind of like Venom story. You know what I mean? It's a bit interesting, but whatever. These are Sony ones, if I remember correctly. You know. Yeah, I'll have a shot of Loki. Hey, Texan, welcome in. I hear the new one is bad too. New one, what, sorry? Oh, somebody's in my hab. The strangest of things happen in this game. Oh, new Thor, right, yeah. Strip off today. I don't feel like flying around with all the clank today. Actually, I kind of want to get rid of this stuff, eh? No, you know what, we'll just keep it. Okay, we'll just do it. Oh my god, I need to change this out. I have vehicles. There we go. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. Let's see, no. I'm gonna be doing... Yeah, I'm good actually. I'll do this. We'll go into like a more smaller kit. That's so weird. It's like really weird hitbox on that. There we go. And then go. Good on that. What ship is the best to crew of 4? Whoa, depends what you're doing, dude. Hey, Arsh. How you doing? Diffs, welcome in. So how did the guys farm the Hurston Armax? Turn off comms or Hurston, or just raid bunkers with no mission? Vaughn gives you missions to do them. That always guarantees a drop, diffs, or you can just turn the bunker off, the comm off, and farm locations, but sometimes it doesn't spawn like it used to do, so, yeah. Pineapple pizza? Long as it has pepperoni and jalapenos, yes. All day, all day. Best ship for 4. Again, you need to sort of give me an idea of what you're planning to do. If you're just doing like roaming around, maybe like an MSR is really, really good. If you have 4 people, because when it's got both turrets in it, it's really well protected. Connie, again, is a really good one to use. Yeah, that kind of stuff, you know. Completely forgot what number it is, so we're gonna have to go for them all. Or try. So I'm having to send back the new Samsung G9 monitor at power issues, has shut off randomly 5 times in 2 days, only comes back on after unplugging. I personally cannot recommend the G9 right now. It is overpriced and it's not as good as what else you can get for lower prices personally. Especially if you're just wanting real estate monitors. But if you're actually wanting it for gaming, you're actually better not going super ultra wide. It really, really ruins games. Only drummer, 2 turrets and snub fighter. I don't know if like gaining that snub fighter is a good choice. Also watch out for getting out of the turrets. You can fall out and fall into space with that just now. Right now. Hey, hot dog, thank you much for the follow, dude. I want to be wine and dine today, but no one knows is down. What? But no one I know is down. Can I help you out with that one, Chief? Bounty hunting, 4. Ooh. If you're gonna do 4, then I would say Mantis. A Mantis, a Hurricane would be a good choice. Or 2 Hurricanes. Would be better than 1 ship, in my opinion. Or 2 Mantis, 1 Hurricane. That would be good. That way your bounty hunting target is not getting away. But if you're talking about NPCs, if that's the case, because I always address around PvP. I would say... probably Connie for bounty hunting. 2 turrets on a Connie is really, really powerful. I wouldn't say the snub is worth it, you know? I mean, you could go for like Hammerhead with 4 gunners, or you know what I mean? I mean, you could launch the snub. If you changed out, if you bought a P-72 in game and you were staying in space, that would be fine. But the 72 is garbage for atmosphere right now. It doesn't yaw or pitch, which is so strange. Pineapple, jalapenos, and pepperoni. That is one of the best pizzas, like, hands down. I don't care what anyone says. Devil TV got me hooked on that one. Fucking bitch, like. She was talking, I was like, this is like 2 fucking years ago as well. Like, she was talking about it on Twitter. I was like, ooh. I do like pineapple and pizza, but I've never had pineapple, pepperoni, and jalapenos, so I got that shit, and it's the only thing I ever fucking order now, because it just sort of works really, really well. Such a weird sensation as well for like the first bite, you know, because you got like the sweet, you got the like salt and from pepperoni, and then you've got that sort of mild, well, it's not even mild, it's sort of like a light kick and stuff like that, and it just works really, really well on a pizza, so it's so good. I decided to go off on an off-brand 34. Again, like, this is just with monitors these days and what you're actually getting. Like, I just can never recommend a G9, just purely because there are now better monitors out there, and since Samsung and LG are pretty much the leading, what is it, OLED they do the OLED screens or something daft like that for everything. There's a lot of times where companies will like cut a few prices down just so they sort of be competitive, and you're still getting the same screen as you would on like G9s and stuff. It's the ultra wide or the super ultra wide I just can't recommend right now, you know, because for me I'm on a 38-inch 4K ultra wide, and you can see here there we go. Sorry, camera's not working. You can see like the sort of size it is, and with tracking obviously you can move around really nicely, but this is in 4K, and the G9 obviously is 1440 at like 2 something hertz and stuff, and there's just not many games that you get that that go, you know what I mean, like sometimes there's no point going for these super fucking high hertz monitors unless the game that you're playing actually gives you that shit. So roughly when you think of like 200 hertz monitors plus, really only things that work for that shit is if you're like turning the graphics down, or you're playing like Counter-Strike or some shit like that. So 144 hertz is generally, I would say, always the best area to sort of go for these days. And that massively cuts down the price and stuff. So this one here is 38, it's ultra wide, it's 3840 by 1600, true black, and it is 175 hertz. So I can't even achieve that shit on most games. But the difference between my old monitor, which is above, which is 1440p, this thing is just insane, the quality that you actually get. Now what I do is, because I can only stream at 60 FPS, I actually cap Star Citizen down to 60 FPS, because this actually stops a huge amount of micro stutters in this game, funnily enough. And also keeps your PC cooler, less things being used on it and stuff like that. And you'll finally find that 60 FPS in Star Citizen is better than trying to push for 80 and stuff. I'm talking about my LG versus like a G9. Because obviously Texan's having problems with his G9, and again, I just can't recommend that monitor. It's more of a gimmick, an expensive gimmick, than actually getting your money's worth, you know? There are a lot better choices, and a lot cheaper as well. Right now, anyway. When the G9 first came out, obviously, yeah, it was pretty fucking, you know, beastly, but there's a lot more new ones now that are a little bit cheaper and just do a better thing, you know? Also, you need a shit ton of fucking space for these, what are they, 32 by 9 fucking monitors, man. Like, obviously if you've only got one monitor, yeah, okay, I can understand that, yeah? You got the Alienware 34-inch QD OLED. See, OLED is like the top sort of thing right now, you know, you can't really beat that. Again, depends on what people want. I like the look of the G9, like the original one. It was very sci-fi-ish, but it also reminds me of like a TV from the 60s, you know? And I wasn't around in the 60s. Well, there's not many games that are going to support 32 by 9. The idea with those monitors is more where you have like a really nice 440 by 1440 in the center of your screen, and then you'd have like some utility windows open at the side. You know, that's kind of like what you use the super ultra wides for. You know, the idea of it was meant to be where you would replace free monitors to do it, but CIG are really bad with their ultra wide, right? So here, right, this is where ultra wide kicks in on the red, right? CIG stretch this area afterwards. So anything over 16 by 9 actually gets warped massively in Star Citizen. So the more space you have, the more resolution you have, you're actually stretching it into more fish tank kind of eyes. And I personally feel it would be better just to go for a decent monitor and get yourself some head tracking, so that you get real like non-stretched view, because even when I start moving in the corners it stretches out, because CIG don't really have their FOV knocked down yet. Well, you don't lose too much. It depends on like how crazy you're going, Genox. You know what I mean? And everyone's eyes are completely different. You know. It's the same sort of meme. It's like, oh, your eyes can only see in 60 FPS or 60 hertz. Ooh, fuck off, alright? It's limited to your genetics, sadly. I play on a free 440 by 1080 for 9-inch. The chat goes away when I'm in the cockpit. It kind of sucks. Yeah, because again, CIG really haven't nailed in their resolutions. I think this is purely because, see all this stuff here, and even if I bring up chat behind me, is going over to a system that they're calling building blocks. And I have a feeling what's going to happen is you'll be able to put like chat up here or up on the far right corner. And this is all going to be like integrated into the helmet and stuff like that. So yeah, I think they're just holding back until they actually have these other systems in, because I wouldn't bother working on resolution for the game if you're literally about to change everything in the next couple of years. That would just be so counterproductive. I run mine at 3840 by 1600 for SE, has black bars at the top and the bottom, feels cinematic. I don't have that. I mean, well, yeah, it does actually have that slightly. These are my settings here, right? So I'm on 3840 by 1600, borderless because obviously I've got multiple monitors, so it just helps with it. VSync, all that jazz. Cap the FPS down to 60. Right now we're rocking 47, 60 FPS. CPU's only using 28% because it just doesn't give a fucking shit right now. So again, I would rather have a solid 60 FPS than anything else. But my monitor is pretty far away from me. Like, you know how you're meant to like have an arm's length away from the monitor when you're sitting back in a comfort position? Mine is literally nearly 2 arm lengths away, because obviously I've got the rail system from Virpil and stuff like that. Is yours 16 by 9 4K? 16 by 9? No, it's not 16 by 9. It's 21 by 9. Mine is literally 4K ultra wide snap packet. 3840 by 1600, even though it's not technically 4K in resolution standards, but because of the pixel density and stuff, it actually does make it 4K. 3080 right now, no problem. My setup looks like something from NASA. Wow, I don't have a car, so yeah, that's why. It has the black bars. Ah, right. 75% arm left, BF1 gives me jump scares, and just remember, you wanna kind of be like, if you can, guys, always like an arm's length away from the monitor, because it does help with your eyes and stuff like that. But also, if you're using like head tracking, you're not having to tilt your head too much and all that jazz. Sunglasses on. I've watched the Top Gun Maverick twice now, and I have to say it's probably one of my favorite movies in a very long time. It's so well done, like. And I kind of agree with a lot of people where it is better than the original. Just purely because of the story, you know. I'm gonna have to watch it a third time though, because there's some really subtle things in the flight, which is really cool. Obviously I know it's a lot of CIG, but it's really nice that they integrate a lot of the, like, because obviously the... Ooh, shit. I don't know if that was a bounty hunter, or it actually is somebody landed down. But I got a blue ping. 9K. There. I knew I saw something. Got a low flyer here. Probably crashed, like desktop crashed or alt F4'd. Maybe they'll come back. Arrow. Actually, I'm pretty sure that it said no weaponry system. Yeah, actually is PvP fit. I wish head tracking scanning was a little bit more sensitive in what it would actually do. Yeah, I'm back on Daymar because, again, like, we've done a lot of testing on Hearthstone, but for me, flying sabers around on Hearthstone, just like anything on Hearthstone, really requires a wingman right now, and sadly, all my fun of having wingman is done. Pup's in the office today, he'll be back tomorrow, and Fresh, his holiday is over. So they'll be on shortly, but obviously they're not able to play right from the beginning, so I thought, you know, I'd come in and do a bit of... have some fun in the old F22 before going back into the F14. Oh, my mother said when she went to the cinema, Janox said that the cinema was so loud, but they quite liked it because it kind of brought in more of the effect, you know. Yeah, that would be shit if you were going to see Maverick and they had turned the volume down, you know. Yeah, I thought we'd have a wee shot of here. Funnily enough, like, no joke, if you could get an atmosphere like Hearthstone with the setting of Daymar, that would be so sick. And Calliope is just so useless, you know, because it's just dark all the time. I really want CIG to incorporate more heavier atmospheres for their moons and stuff like that. We don't need every single fucking moon being fluffy light like space, you know. So definitely when CIG get down to doing their aerodynamic stuff, I hope that the team are working to incorporate some more heavier atmospheres, so we get to see what it would be like completely. Because obviously you're only going to get to know with that kind of stuff right now. Hey Zeman, good evening to you. The other thing I like about Hearthstone is that when you're pinging, it doesn't pick up all these rocks all the time, you know. I saw Maverick in our theater beer movies for $12. Hey, that's not bad actually, like, that's a pretty good price. Waiting for Bounty Hunters? Yeah, also just chilling out. Chilling out. I've been the past like few days testing out a lot of ships in Hearthstone atmosphere to give some sort of data back to CIG. So today I thought I would have a little chill out and blast Daymar. Since we've been in like Saber, Buccaneer, Defender, Connie, the Merlins, all these sort of things, so just a little break from it. Because obviously right now, Daymar will still be my favorite place to be in for the speed and the actual location and stuff like that. Hurston can be a bit difficult because you can't really fly all that low. And obviously it's a bit of a struggle to be pushing over Mach on Hurston all the time. Which I suppose is kind of realistic if you were to compare it to Earth, you know. Yeah, I've reported that one, Zeman. Reported that both of their MFDs are broken. And that the 72 does not yaw or pitch correctly in atmosphere. So when you get over a certain speed, the 72 will not pitch, which is a really bad thing. Hopefully they can do something. It won't be for this patch that's coming out, it'll be for 3.18, if anything. But that's why I like to report these like sort of findings and be like, hey, you know, if there is any time available, because obviously the team that works on these things are really busy, not only designing and building the new systems, but you know, having to go through and fix other things, you know. So whenever like I talk to them, it's not like, hey guys, you need to fix this. It's, you know, if you can, that would be amazing. Because obviously the flight on the 72 would be really nice to be able to use it, you know. And it means that like people who are doing racing right now could also use the 72, since it's actually meant to be a racing ship and it just doesn't fly correctly, you know. Yeah, the view with I want more of this shit, by the way. This needs to be more in the game, this. Like, there's nothing better than just cruising around and you got the big ball behind you. It's the arrow. Oh, I need to change this music. I don't know what the fuck is going on. How do you set your head tracking? Is it plug and play? You wear a necktie? Yeah, I do wear a tie, yeah. I do wear a tie. I like to look good. Head tracking is with Toby. I use Toby. T-O-B-I-I in chat, exclamation mark. T-O-B-I-I. The fuck have I gone to this stuff, like? Yeah, that'll do, actually. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, super tired. Hey, Adela. How you doing, sir? Ooh. Good morning. Good coffee. Alright. Not the best of places to start off the day, but we'll make it do. A Mustang Alpha. 8K out. Bearing east. Alright, bring it into 2 circle. They lose all their speed. We keep ours. Back around again. Bring it up. Vertical engaged. And let's push. Oh, full ballistics, eh? Woo. Let's be a bit careful of that then. Woo. Alright. We're dealing with a ballistics. I actually need this up then if we need it. Alright. Let's rack him. Fox for you. They don't have many bullets left, by the way. Not many bullets left. Let's bring it down. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. Looks pretty out. They're out of ammo. Good fight, dude. Oh, don't you dare do that. Oh, you fucking piece of shit game, like, ugh. I fucking hate crashes. I'll be us dead, sadly. Bruh. Initiate Top Gun protocol. Man. Lucky for one just finished an EOT group mission, 5 seconds getting paid. I get 30k. Well, I just crashed into the ground because of that. Thank God I wasn't wearing armor. Has anybody else been getting quite a lot of crash desktop? Ship combat seems to be the only thing that semi-works in this game. It sort of works, yeah. It's a lot of broken as well, though, you know? You're getting a lot of crashes, people. It's so shit, man. I've been getting them so badly, like... Wonder if like a new NVIDIA driver. We might be in prison. Maybe. If there was another target with cult arms around because of that, we're gonna be screwed. There's lots of bugs. Yeah, I know, people. It's been happening to me all the time. Like when something actually major is happening, when I'm just chilling around, it just nothing happens. Instead, oh shit! Oh no, we actually did die. We did die, but I don't even want to know what the fuck is going on there. It's a bit of a pain. It is, yeah. Thank God I was wearing the white suit, though. They were in game. I've been getting it really, really bad. And it's ever since they started PTU, it's been happening. I think I might try, like, flushing out my driver. Maybe clear the cache out or something like that. See if that happens. But I won't be able to do that on stream because downloading the patch or a driver for NVIDIA is going to be too heavy. Too heavy for my stream. My in-game name is the same as my stream name, Easy Gaming, but I don't play with viewers, sorry. I do not play with viewers unless I'm doing something that requires viewers and stuff like that. That's just how it's been ever since the beginning. I only ever fly with like my organization basically. Man, that sucks. And we'll just have to fly the other arrow.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Are Windows going around right now to avoid updating? I'm not exactly planning to roll back my system just for the odd random crash, you know what I mean? If it was every second or something like that, then yeah, maybe, but normally I always keep Windows right up to date. Security, all that jazz. I do not like doing the, oh, I'll only update Windows occasionally kind of stuff. Hey, Villet, welcome in. Interesting that the Mustang would come with ballistics, like. It's just never a good setup, like. Unless you can fully commit. Fully commit. Oh my god, this is actually an operational one. I have flown in this ship, apparently, beforehand. You have approximately 10% of all viewers watching S3 right now. Cool. I personally don't give a shit about viewer count, Razzie. I'll stream the same for one person or a million people, you know what I mean? Numbers just don't mean shit to me. I appreciate all your time, but I'll give you the same show if there was only one of you. Or a million of you. Alright. Let's, oh, sweet Nomad. It's a good wee starter. I've been putting ballistics in the arrow just to practice target discipline. No joke, if you ever want to try Logan, Zeman, it's one of the best flight model like gameplays to do. So just full ballistics. But what I would suggest is, say you're gonna do it in arrows, you put down to two size 3 railguns. You take off the top turret, you turn off your shields and go into atmosphere and play it that way. Lag pip as well. It's so much fun. It's very high skill ceiling as well because you can't pip wiggle to get out of it. It is all about how you fly in atmosphere and stuff. Managed to kill a player Hurricane yesterday with ballistics. Yeah. If you get all target on, yeah. Because it makes it more challenging. So if you do this thing for Logan, right? Ah, thank you, Razzie. Yeah, like again, because of the patch, like there's not much to do, so people are off playing other games. This is what happens in the streaming world, you know. But yeah, you turn the shields off, you use lag pips, and you use only 2 guns, rail guns, and you go into atmosphere. The reason for that, P-Bot, is only 4 or 5 shots and the person is dead. So it puts in high octane piloting where instead of you trying to wiggle your pip, it's all about coming into certain movements to do joust and merges. So whilst we have the ability to like put tank on and all that jazz with shields and repeaters and you're having to rearm, Logan fighting is basically like dogfighting in like DCS World, where it's all about getting behind somebody first and then going blap blap and they're dead. You don't have to hold the trigger down or anything, you just literally blap blap and they die in an arrow. It's so much fun. Basically, right, so in this game right now, if you are to fly around in space like a jet fighter Delta 1, it does zero defense play, right? But if you, so for example, if I'm getting up beside somebody and I'm spinning around, you know, doing actual turns and stuff in space or like a light atmosphere, it does nothing for defense, which it should be doing. Pip wiggling is basically when all you're doing is making your pip bounce like that, so that when somebody's trying to aim on you, they're put off because of it. You're not actually flying around any better than anybody, you're just literally manipulating the broken calculator right now. So when you see the pip there, right? You see how that pip saying like that is pretty steady. They're gonna fucking fire a missile in. We're gonna come in. You see how the pip is pretty steady there? So a pilot or a PvPer will make that pip dance, so you can't shoot it. Now this, you would say, I'm behind the NPC, I should have full aim on time, because that would be a 2-circle fight right now, into that, right? But in PvP, because people are making their pips dance, because you can tricord, afterburner, backstrafe, do all these silly things, the calculation of the pip is so scuffed right now that it just starts doing this shit. And people are abusing it because literally they can't fly for shit, so all they do is just make their pip dance. They get up close to you and shoot, and you can't do a fucking thing about it. You know? NPCs are not evasive at all because that's how it's meant to be, right? If you don't actually move around and stuff. I actually got somebody, I cut this black. Maybe bearing on us. Maybe. But yeah, you've got to watch for that, where in the future, bad habits like pip wiggling are going to massively affect you. Because you're not going to be able to just simply wiggle a pip around or strafe fast in one direction to throw it off, you know? And that's the biggest problem. Right, we've got Cuddy, it's probably gonna fire EM here. No, it's actually a cross section. We can actually maybe use this. We'll still pre-flare just in case it comes off. We use that as a shield. Do this as well. So we got a Cuddy. First of all, let's target engines. Let's change to lag pip. What we're gonna do is rack 2 missiles here, chat, because we need to break through a little shield whilst in atmosphere. Now they could have a gunner, they're also going to pre-fire missiles. So now we're racking the flares, we're countering, as we swoop round 2-circle defense, Fox free. My missiles are out, we're gonna flare, and we're pushing in. Now they took a hit on the engine, just what I wanted. And they're probably gonna go boomy zoomy, maybe turn around now. Yeah, so they're gonna slow down. They're trying to go into the back strafe. However, we're gonna slot right in behind here. We're gonna break the circle and push this direction. Oh, they've got an actual gunner. Clever. So now we need to play very defensively and start whittling on shields, because this Cuddy has a gunner, which is very smart. Good job on them. Well, let's see where they go with their smartness. We're gonna keep pelting missiles because it's 2v1 right now in my book, so I'm gonna use everything I've got just for this. I don't want to take too much damage because we're getting hull damage from shield holes, but everyone's got shield holes, right? We're gonna keep it low. We're bringing them down. They're coming in. We're racking flares. I'm gonna try and get my energy back here as we turn. I want that engine off, chat. Another 2 fucks free. And again, we're just swooping around till we got the right time to do this, okay? Alright, final 2. As we push up into the vert. Slow them down. Beautiful. Let's beam. I'm gonna get my shields up as they slow turn here. Again, just keep... Oh, we're getting beamed through the shield. We gotta be a bit more defensive here. It's good. Alright, final 2. We're gonna have to do another 2. That gunner's doing really well, keeping me off. However, now they've got badly damaged engines and shields may be out. They've lost 1 engine, they're in a jet wash. I'm gonna switch to this for targeting purposes. They'll regain. They're still pushing on their afterburner. That's the mistake that they're making here. He's constantly trying to afterburner right now. And now they're in a spin. Whew. Yeah, he keeps trying to afterburner, so they're spin out. Good fight, guys. Good fight. Any loots? No, no loots. No loots. We flew through a jet wash map. Yeah, that's the problem. When you lose an engine on a cutty, don't afterburner. Don't activate the afterburner and try and push it too hard. They literally fuck themselves because of that. But that's me purposely targeting an engine to go through that, you know? Morning, Skylar, made in cheap. Lag still will do well, just watch the nose and ignore the pip. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I kind of feel like they should just take away lead pip altogether and just make it lag. Personally. Turret in atmosphere is... Yeah, it's very scary. A cutsy with a gunner, and that gunner was really good as well. Like, he was beaming me properly. The thing why I was being a lot more cautious was because I was getting shield holded. But every ship gets shield holded, so you can't really complain about it, but you gotta play a bit more differently because of it, you know? If I pushed too fast in, I would have just got riddled way too much, you know? Lead peep has people forgetting they are fighting a ship and just watching a box. Yeah, very true. Very true. But if CIG can solve the calculations in Star Citizen, you know, it should be a lot better, you know. Well, that's just a learning curve though, Snack, you know? Most of the time, like, somebody in a cutty will be hyper-focused on trying to get around. That guy in the cutty actually kept his gunner in a good position. He didn't overroll too many times, you know? Again, like I always practice or show off on the channel, if you have the ability to disengage and get into the two-circle fight again for defensive play, especially in atmosphere, you can regain your shields and keep whittling down, you know? All I had to do was just get back up to 1400 and circle until I'm ready to engage, get my energy levels up, all these things. The learning curve just pointed out. Oh yeah. I mean, like, for me, the moment that I saw that the cutty had a gunner, that's instant, massive respect to that. Because that's how you need to be playing multi-crew ships. When you're in vanguards, cutty, connies, anything that has a gunner seat, you need to utilize it. Freelancers, you know? Awesome stuff to see actually people using multi-crew. But obviously I'm pretty sure CIG will always keep lead and lag, you know? It's like a choice sort of factor. All they have to do is just make it where the calculations are better, you know? Whew. Holy shit! We got mobiles today. Alright, Arrow. This is where we'll do a little bit of testing to see what we're up against on this one. Love pre-nosing on that. But because they pre-nose hard in atmosphere, they just lost all their momentum. Missile? Alright. We're playing that game just now. Let's return fire, Fox free. Keep into defensive play. Alright, we got attritions here. Yeah, we got an attrition user. This is somebody that will probably be in Arena Commander. Let's have a little play on that. Fox free on that. Alright, that's a good trade. Let's disengage, get our two circle up. Back to the missile play, let's bring it down. Oh shit! That missile didn't fucking flare off. Yeah, let's bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Gain 2 boomies to me. I can probably drop this to 2. There we go. Bring the speed down. There we go. free on that. Keep our speed. Keep that speed. We're gonna go into a turn here. Looks free out. Flare off. Looks free. We're rolling it in. Good fight, dude. Good fight. Alright, let's head. I think we had a bit of a drift there. Eager Flats, there we go. ERTs are super easy when the hammerhead is not firing back. Oh yeah, man. Like if you're doing ERTs, like do a Mantis or a Connie, 600 eyes pretty good, but obviously watch out for when you lose your shield, you pretty much pop. A crude hammerhead or Redeemer is pretty good as well. Pretty good. Is it a good thing to practice playing using lag pip only? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. Hello. What's going to? They're doing a box mission. That's a nice skin for a Titan, actually. Oh. That is a nice skin. Inbound, bogey. Multiples. An eclipse, chat. Secondary target. Ugh. Let's get this off the field quickly. Oh shit. We got an EMP. Ah shit, we got EMP. Did not see that motherfucker. Alright, we'll be out here in a second. They're using distortion, that's not gonna do anything against my ship. Right, we're gonna have to use everything now on that Eclipse. We'll evade here, we're coming back. I need to get the Eclipse first, chat. Watching for the... There it is there. Oh, it's fucking disappearing. Whoa. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna get rid of... The Eclipse will be gone in a second. Let's get rid of the Sentinel. Targeting engines. We're gonna Fox free. We're doing everything now. Rolling out that. EMP'd out of range. I'm just going full assault because we're 3 against 1 right now, chat. That was a misfire on me. And finish off this. He's got a gunner as well, so we need to be careful here. Changing out some tactics as we push in. Got our shield up. Back into the 2 circle right now. Shields up. Cut. Atmosphere cut anyway. Gotta watch for the MP. Back into 2 circle, got our shield up. There we go. Getting hit by whatever that is. Whew. Back down. Again, keep into this circle just here. We're good for now. There we go. Eclipse has probably run out of shots. Alright. Again, they're just memeing with that. Back in. They're gonna try and warp. They're warping out. That's them going. Yeah, they warped out. Alright, GG boys. Right, back down to Schumann. I fucked up my missile play there, so we could have done a much better job. Actually, before I do this, yeah, let's just quickly watch any trails. I should have hyper focused on the Sentinel instead of caring about the Eclipse. A key to all the pain. Oh, he's trying to put a bike in the back. I don't think a bike can actually go in the back. Dance. I'll be very impressed if I actually can get a Dragonfly in there. I know you can get a Ranger in the back of a Titan, but... Alright. Gonna go clear skies for now. What does he have? I think he had cannons on the... like laser cannons snack, so it wasn't really a threat, you know. The problem with the Sentinel was constantly backstrafing, so it's very difficult for me to push in behind whilst it's got a gunner and it's just full speed backstrafing, you know. Why do you have 2 Badgers and not 2 Panthers on an arrow? Because I prefer this fit for all base scenario. So the difference with this one, Delta 1, is literally I have the ability to burn your shield off the exact same speed and power as 2 Panthers, right? The difference is I instant reload my magazine to continue firing, whilst you have maybe 1.5 seconds longer to fire. So not only do I have more rounds, but I have more play as well. So I don't need to be so hyper focused on landing my shots. I can just insta regen the shots. Also in certain scenarios like taking out turrets on the ground, you can use gimbal assist to go into that method to lock them whilst you're circling and stuff. So it's more of a support role arrow build, but it is also something that me and the guys have been using a lot more now, because here's my problem with the arrow, gladius and blade. They shouldn't have size 3 weapons in my opinion. They should have size 2. I've got a wired mic right here, dude. It's your sound, not mine. Easy gaming. Just an FYI. Maybe refresh the stream, dude. Because I got a big fuck off mic sat right here, which is wired. So, yeah. Ain't my end, dude. It's you. Audio's good. It's always good. Whenever somebody says your audio's off, it's not mine, it's you. Hey, Chosen. And also, this isn't Bluetooth. This is actually a proper wireless system. It's got its own little box that down there and hardwired in. I guess we will see the gimbal changes getting into... I don't know, like, again for me, the arrow, the gladius and the blade really don't need size 3, in my opinion. Because dogfighting, it makes it a little bit more fun and intense, but it also means that you can't curb stomp everything as easy. So, I've even spoken to top PvPers, so I'm gonna just bring in Virgil's name. Even he, when I discussed it with him, he was like, I'm fine with that, you know? Because anyone that actually does PvP and light fighters would understand that they shouldn't be able to shit on everything in the game, and it would give, like, sabers, buccaneers, and hornets an actual useful weapon. Because they would be using harder weapons or bigger weapons, which means that because of their lack of turning, they would have more shot, you know? Using voice on cause of ads, yeah. Hopefully Twitch will upgrade in a bit. Right, that's the Titan taking off. So that's why I'm kind of using it, you know? I prefer the this method, you know? Especially for when you're dealing with things like, you know, like a gladius coming in here. We're gonna put 2 into it. Actually, I'm gonna rack 1. Box free. In the turn. Keep our drift, keep our drift, keep our drift, keep our drift. Good trade, we'll push through. Because that's the power of the arrow. There we go, shields are back up. And we'll do it again. This guy's got a pretty good aim. Keep that drift, purring now, drifting out. So we're playing with this a little bit where we're going to keep that 2 circle defense. Make them push their afterburner in on us. Turn our nose, beam. That shield from regenning. Shield. And dead. Good fight, dead. And that's why I have this set up. Because it literally fucking beams in atmosphere. That's why I use my setup. Because I'm not a space pilot. I fly very much to the strengths and core of atmosphere. That's why my title says Best Aviator Pilot. Or Captain. Because I don't behave like an Arena Commander pilot. Hey, Red Smoky. I don't know much, but it seems CIG approaches to try and make every ship, no matter class and role, just be able to shit on everything. Yeah, that's what CIG massively need to change, right? They need to make it... Oh, also, good fight to that Gladius pilot. That Gladius pilot had a really good aim. Really, really good aim. The follow-up was the weakness. So over yawing, you could see the Gladius was just slightly over yawing, causing too much drag, and that's where they lost their speed. But really good fucking aim though. Really, really good aim. CIG will change that out though, you know? Again, they just gotta get into the habit where... not every ship should shit on every ship, you know what I mean? It's not good for a game to be like that. It's not healthy. I don't know what this person's doing, like. Holy shit, he actually did get a dragonfly inside it! Holy crap, chat! I did not know you could get a dragonfly inside a Titan. Holy shit! That's dope. Yeah, freaky, yeah. I think that's what throws them off all the time, is because, like, if I went into Arena Commander, I would get absolutely curb stomped. Like, I am not good at space combat. But I use a lot more different style, you know. I use a lot of, again, aerodynamic kind of flying, where my setup is literally aerodynamics. My yaw is on my pedals to be able to feel the air. We're talking Sister Act? I have not seen Sister Act in a long, long time. Tricky but possible. That's cool. I didn't know that. Alright, let's see if we can go here. What's this? That's the Titan there. You know, I've been on Hurston for the past like 5 days, and it's been nice having an altimeter that fucking actually works. It's only moons that it doesn't work, you know, which kind of sucks. I haven't gone into PvP yet. Too new to the game, so been doing PV bounties. Yeah. Again, no offense to anyone, I wouldn't care about PvP right now. It's in a bad state. It's really, really bad. Just have fun with the game. That's my advice for people. Have fun with the game, because PvP, like when you're sweating in Arena Commander, you're actually making worse habits for the future of this game. I actually found out by watching A1 style and your style that I went into sort of a mix. Yeah, A1 style is pretty good for space. It doesn't really work that well in atmosphere though. Especially in hard atmosphere, because you can't really backstrafe and you can't really wiggle your pip around and do all some of these moves. You gotta be a bit more, what's the word, linear or something like that, would be it. But I don't see Avenger 1 actually going into hard atmosphere that often, you know. It's like I've seen a few where it's like on Daymar and stuff. Daymar is definitely sort of like an in-between. It's like a medium atmosphere. So if you look at Selene as like light, it's pretty much just space with a backdrop. Daymar would be a medium, and then like Hurston, Microtech would be a hard atmosphere in my books, you know? Now I like Daymar to a certain degree, but I actually like flying in Calliope better. Because Calliope, where Jumptown is at Microtech, feels really, really good. Because you can disengage, but you just can't travel or fly really, really fast. Which makes it a struggle for people who are used to using that speed to get out of shit. A prime example is the moment that people have been fighting us in our sabers on Hurston, they're getting fucking clapped because they don't realize that they can't wiggle their pip and they can't get away. And when you've got sabers that are just god tier at that height, you know what I mean? Like, people just go, holy shit, I thought the saber was shit. No. The saber is a fucking monster on hard atmosphere and people just don't utilize its power. Should bring them down to Crusader? The problem with Crusader is that the Armistice is a weird one where you only have like 10k to play with at the top, and the thing with that area is if I just went randomly and dived down, yeah, I mean that could actually be kind of fun. Maybe I might try that actually. Because then you're in atmosphere, but you've got nothing to crash into, as long as you don't go 100k down, yeah. Not many saber pilots that know about atmosphere effects and address for it. Exactly, yeah. But that's the good thing, like, for me and the guys, none of them really, like, nobody is an Arena Commander pilot in my organization. They'll go into Arena Commander to maybe dabble and just, you know, do a warm-up or something like that. But mainly we're PU. Well, pretty much like 95% PU. And all the skills that are developed from the guys are just from dealing with players in the PU. You can always tell when you're fighting somebody that specializes in Arena Commander, and all you do is just slightly change up your methods and stuff like that to counter it. Because they will be trying to get the tricord, wiggle the pip, back strafe at certain times to bring you in line, and it's very, very noticeable. However, again, I always advertise as the two-circle defense is one of the most powerful things to learn for atmosphere flying. I just wish you could actually incorporate two-circle into getting the damage on in time, but sorry guys, F5. Sorry, internet went out. The joys. The joys. Is audio okay? Let me do a audio check. Audio's working fine? Nice. Audio's gone, right.